Well, everybody's fed now. Mama's always the last one because she's got to be by herself. Otherwise, she goes and hides. I haven't put up any videos this week because I've had to deal with some medical issues that's been going on for several months. Back in May, I was hospitalized for 10 days with toxic megacolon and sepsis, which is inflammatory bowel disease and blood poisoning. Going out of the hospital, my diagnosis was Crohn's disease. So I have a lot of doctors that I have to see, several medications I have to take, and very soon I'm going to be taking a medication that will put the Crohn's into remission. But I'm going to have to give myself shots every 2 weeks, I think is the schedule. I don't know when I'm going to do the first set of shots, but the first is going to be 4. And I have to go to my gastroenterologist so they can teach me how to do these shots. That's going to be fun. So, just too much going on this week to be able to do any videos. And I thought I'd sit here and tell you about that now because I wanted you to see how much weight Momma Kitty has gained since she started staying in the house. I started keeping her in the house just after I came home from the hospital. I noticed that her cataract had gotten really bad, and so I decided it was time for her to stay indoors because, she can only see out of the one eye, so, she's kind of vulnerable, and I know how she feels because I have a cataract in my left eye, and I can't see anything out of that eye, just light and dark. And she is really, really old, so doing any kind of surgery on her at her age, they say that cats that age normally can't come out of the anesthesia, and there's never any guarantee that they would survive. And if she was to have cancer or something like that, most times they can't do anything about that in an elderly cat. And if they do and everything comes out okay, usually the cancer comes back. Because I've had this happen with several of my older cats over the years. I've had cats since I was 19 years old. We've always had cats in the house. And we've always had at least one kitten. And so having the 3 kittens is a joy. The cats help me deal with my medical issues. One of them, I think I don't know if it was on Instagram or on YouTube, but Caesar sleeps on the bed because he can alert me when there's something wrong while I'm sleeping. I don't know how he knows, but he just knows because he woke me up one night and I discovered I was having a problem. I wasn't able to start on the Humira yet, which is the medication I'm going to be taking by shots, because my gastroenterologist said that I had to have a fistula removed, and I'm not going to tell you where it is. Just suffice to say that it is very painful. And so I've been through 2 surgeries. The last one was on December 10th, and so that's all healed up, and that's why I'm now ready to start taking the Humira. The other problem I have is I have multiple life-threatening drug allergies. So I'm kind of a little freaked out whenever I have to start taking a new medication. So it's always best for me if I have to start something like this, which is going to be an immune suppressor, which is not a good thing while we've got all this COVID going on. for me, I could have a very severe reaction. And so I have to be either in a doctor's office or in the hospital when I have to start something like this. So in this case, I'll be going to my gastroenterologist, and his office is right across the street from a hospital. So I'm okay with that. The last time I had a drug reaction, it was an antibiotic, and I went to our local hospital, and they said they didn't have the facilities to treat me. So they sent me to Dallas, to Parkland Hospital, where I had a dermatology unit and a burn unit caring for me, because I had what's called 10 dress with Stevens-Johnson syndrome overlap. 10 stands for toxic epidural necrosis, which means that your skin basically dies and then detaches and comes off. It's very nasty. DRESS stands for drug reaction with eosinophils and systemic symptoms, which means that it goes all over the body. It's not just on the outside. Everything in your body is affected by it. And then Stevens-Johnson syndrome is a milder form of it, but it's pretty nasty too, because it causes big blisters and rashes, and it also causes your skin to detach, die, and come off. Luckily, I don't have much scarring from all this. I'm thinking, well, she just walked off, so she went over there on the coffee table. That's one of her hiding spots. She doesn't realize that everybody can really see her, so she's kind of silly. If she's not under that coffee table, she's underneath the dining room table. She still has some of that feral in her because she was feral for so long. So I'm going to try to get more videos in again, and I can tell you some more things about my health conditions. But for now, I got to go because I got to take my medication, and I got to get on my computer and do my computer work, and I haven't even had any coffee yet. So be sure and subscribe. And if you ever notice, if you go to my channel, on my banner, right hand bottom corner, there is a link to my Instagram, and there are also links to our local animal shelters and the ABC clinic, which is where we take our animals to get them spayed and neutered. Stands for Animal Birth Control Clinic. And there's also a link to my vet at La Vega Veterinary Clinic, and she does very well with my cats. She's the one that is treating it's Lily right now, and Lily's doing way better. And she's not going to be happy when she has to get spayed. But, got to be done. Everybody else is spayed and neutered. It's just the 3 kittens, and they're all female, and they don't go outside. And we live in the country, so we don't normally see stray cats around here. So I don't have to worry too much, but I really do need to get them in. And so Lily goes first, and then the other 2 will go a week later. I'll see y'all later. Be sure and subscribe, please, and share. And hit my Instagram, too, because I've got a lot of nice pictures on there. And I'm thinking about putting some pictures of animals we had years ago, because they've got some great stories, too. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.